I will speak about two particular subjects. Both of them are very interesting. One subject is what is the best practice for risk management, what is the highly mature risk management in enterprise. And from my point of view, risk management best practice is the particular tool for managers which helps them to make decisions. So first of all, we will talk about the strategic planning, how to choose among several strategic alternatives from risk return ratio, from risk appetite perspectives, and for that how to implement so-called Monte Carlo modeling linking to long-term financial model of a company, how to make imitational modeling and assess risks in a very sophisticated way. In this particular case, which we have used in our company, we help our management to choose among several strategic alternatives. Then, inside of this first question, we talk about how to implement risk management to business planning, to budgeting, and to investment planning. The second big part is how to set the particular goals for risk management function, and this is important for those people who just start to implement risk management function. If the first part, the first question was about the purely mature risk management, which would be useful for those guys who would like to speak about the top of the top, then the second part is for the guys who just start, who make their first steps. And what is very important from my point of view is to put the particular, very precise target for risk management function. Why it is important? Because there are many aspects to take into account. Depending on the size of a company, risk management is different. If you are in the small office, home office company, risk management could be one person or a manager, top manager of a company, one-man show. If you are an extra large enterprise, globally distributed to many countries, to many industries, then you need absolutely different risk management as a structure, as a function, and you have different targets for that. And what else from first, I've mentioned the size of a company, of enterprise, then the culture, then maturity of company internal control, then corporate governance, whether the company delegates or it is vertical, purely hierarchical and bureaucratical company. So many aspects, I've counted 25 of them, of course we don't cover them all, but it is very important to take into account different aspects, how the risk management function could depend on those aspects, and to set particular target for the function. Why it is important? Because if you set the wrong target, then you won't, at the end, you won't see the effect as you have expected. It won't be so effective as you have expected. The presentation is both for people starting implementing risk management and also for those guys who are already feel themselves very mature at it, and I think the very wide audience will gain a lot from this presentation. And what is unique, I'm 6 years in risk management. I've started enterprise-wide risk management in my company, so I've passed all these stages from the early beginning till the highly mature function. And we are in several countries with different cultures. We have several companies, the small ones and the large ones in our holding. So I've tried this by my fingers. So I've seen how it is, how it works in different companies of different size, of different culture, of different corporate governance, maturity, and what would be a value for the people who listen to the presentation, so they see the particular example, the particular the experience from practice, and this is the most valuable thing, I guess.
Good.
Why do I think that it is important for risk managers to join and network on meetings like Risk Zone? It is because risk management evolves very fast. Of course, people were using the notion similar to risk in ancient periods, but I think the financial risk management is something like 50 years old, and enterprise-wide risk management is less. So we are actually in a very young, I wouldn't call it science, but in a very young profession in comparison to others. And it evolves, it takes into account many new findings, new methodologies, and people need to share their experience, different examples. As I have mentioned, that the companies are very much different. So when a risk manager gets his or her experience in particular company, then he knows only one sector. But it's really necessary to know what are the other sectors of economy, industries, what are in telecom, what are in pharmacy, what are in other businesses, to have the complete view. And it is impossible to do sitting in the chair in the office. So it's really necessary to communicate and to network at such events.